Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Bran's Tale. We are back with Bran, and we're in his underground lab. I've literally just run down from the surface, but not before grabbing a spray can, which was right beside us. It would seem that the gods of Cataclysm want us to wield their fiery blade, and so we will be doing that. We have a spray can. I've also taken the liberty to make us a few improvised lockpicks. And I have the Foldertron. Essentially, we have everything ready to go for a mission. And look at this, I'm even bringing an entrenching tool. It's like I'm prepared or something. I'm a bit concerned about that. I don't know about you. But we are going to go see if we can make ourselves the flaming Zweihander. So we'll see exactly what we need to be able to make it. I think we are still missing something. The Flammenschwert. What are we missing? A spray can flamethrower. Well, we have a spray can. Let's search for flame. And a spray can flamethrower. Yes, indeed, we can make this thing. It's essentially it's a spray can with a lighter duct taped to the side. Yep. Okay, right, so for us to work on this, we need to dispose of our lockpick. We're going to store that in our inventory, and there we go. We have ourselves a spray can flamethrower. Now we're going to go back and make a Flammenschwert. That's not how you spell it. Let's try that again. We'll go through to weapons, and we're looking for cutting. And there it is. Yup. Oh, is this a good idea? Maybe. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. It's great. I've no idea what the description is, but you know, it's cool and all. I actually don't even know how we would activate this. It has 50 charges of gasoline, so I feel like we want to keep some around. We're going to use our welder nearby to make this thing. And oh boy, are we going to have an interesting time with it. And there we go. We have memorized the recipe for it as well, attaching our spray can flamethrower to it in some way. And now I think we can activate it. This is a little crazy. We don't have any gasoline to reload it. Well, I think we will eventually. We can probably just use our rubber hose to siphon fuel out of vehicles to top it off. So I don't think we need to carry around a separate gallon jug or anything like that. Right now, our volume is looking pretty good as well. I'm happy with how Bran is looking overall. I probably want to eat maybe 1 or 2 multivitamins just before we go, just because it's been a while since we've had anything, so we're just going to go ahead and consume one of those. We take a multivitamin, and let's go have ourselves a little bit of a sleep. Now, Rena is still chilling out in here. Hello? I'm going out again. I might be some time. I'll come back, though, before long. You have enough to stay content down here? Yes, it's better down here. It's warmer. The surface is still cold. And, well, last time things didn't go exactly how I thought they would. Yes, fair enough. Well, wake me if you need anything. And let's see if we are going to be able to sleep this time. The engine, wasn't our asthma attack, but it's actually the engine that is keeping us awake, and that makes me a little bit more worried about Rena. Although in saying that, there are many rooms around here, rooms that we've completely cleared out, so I think she would be able to get by fine by sleeping in some of the other spaces. So we are going to go ahead and just close off our ears, because we have the ability to do so, and we're going to attempt to sleep again. If and when Rena does want to go to sleep, she'll be able to. We can actually still see that something is making noise, which, even though our ears are completely turned off, we are still, aware that there is noise, which is interesting. I don't know exactly how that's happening. And she drinks some clean water, so she's still doing stuff and things, which that's good. We're going to have to make sure that we keep things topped off here. And, well, let's just wait for old Bran to wake up, and then we'll be on our way. We are more than likely not going to be taking a vehicle I know how that sounds, and yes, you're right, it sounds mad. But I think we got this. Well, we'll see how right or wrong that statement might be. So I want to go ahead and top off our clean water. At the moment we have 7, so let's go make another 4. Just so that we can actually eat one of those. We're going to store that in our inventory so that we can use our hands, consume it, and we will pour the rest into the bottle. We need to grab ourselves some smoked meat. It will be old soon. It has about 3 days. We have a whole heap of that meat frozen. So we're going to take some of the frozen meat. Oh, it's rotten. Hang on. I guess that's the fridge, though. We've got more frozen meat over here. Dehydrated meat is stored in here. Why is the smoked meat not being stored in there? I think it could be down to the fact that it just doesn't have enough capacity. Am I filtering anything there? No. Okay. Now there is looking to the west. I want to be looking to the west in the vehicle. Yep, the lair. And yeah, it is at capacity at this stage because of all the dehydrated meat that we have in there. And we have a whole heap of frozen meat as well. Okay, what about the stuff that's on the ground? Yeah, so it's got 3 days left. I don't know if we want to be taking that with us, but... I don't want to be out for more than 3 days, so I think we should be okay. If we were to take 20 things of meat, that would take up most of our capacity. So let's not do that. Let's take 10 rather, and we'll just eat what's on the ground for now. We'll go ahead and pick up some of this. But yeah, it means that things are going to be a little messy in here. And I think all the meat that is up here at the moment, we probably want to deal with before we go, just so that Rena doesn't have to worry about it. Okay, so let's see if this is going to be possible. We're going to take all of that rotten meat, and we can't put it in the window, but I think we might be able to just place it beneath us for now. With this magazine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move it across. Okay, and we're going to remove the filter on this side. We're getting there. Okay, so it's with all the ammunition for now. So we'll go across up to that square, and we're wanting to have a look at that brazier. There we go, moving all the rotten meat across. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and activate this thing. Now, yep, the smoke is still coming out, so the engine is still running. The freezer is on, just the fridge wasn't able to do enough to preserve that meat for all that long, which is unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles. I think we'll take some of the meat that is down there, though, and do something with that. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and use a CBM to start a fire. There we go. So that is doing its thing. Now moving back into this space here, we should be able to grab all the meat that is on the floor currently and shift it up to here. Move you, and, well, as much of everything else as we can. Which looks like it's actually going to be everything. Alright, well, with that we are full, we are hydrated, we are ready. Now, there are probably things that I'm forgetting. I try to remember as much as I can before I head off on these journeys. We might need a little bit of disinfectant. Our CBMs can take care of many things, but right now, if we get an infection, we still need some kind of disinfectant. So we'll head over towards our medical station, and we'll just have a look at taking some disinfectant with us. We should have a whole heap of it still. Yes, small bottles of disinfectant. Fantastic. We'll just go ahead and take 1. I don't know how many charges we have with that. Oh, 9. Heaps. Heaps and heaps and heaps. And with that, we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and wield our Flammenschwert. Now, I'm going to make that Z for Zweihander. Oh, Cataclysm, I love you. I love you. I'm going to close up this door here as well, just to give Rena a little bit of added protection. But we're going to be moving back up towards the surface. We've got about 5,000 power at the moment, which, funnily enough, is half of our maximum power. And we're coming to the surface just as the sun is starting to rise on the world. And you know what? I'm kind of half tempted before we go. There is but one more thing up here that I would want to take care of. There is a turret on this level, and that turret needs to go. If Rena tries to leave here, there's a good chance that she could be shot, so let's go see if we can track down exactly where it is. I'm pretty sure it's in this room here, and by this room I mean this one, or this one here. And as for how we would take care of it, well, it's the light source that makes things difficult for us. Let's see if we can just poke our head around the corner. Okay, yes, it is most certainly there. Okay, so let's edge ourselves around and try and find an angle in which we might be able to attack this thing. The issue is that there's a lot of light around. Hang on. Rena? We heard Rena say, did you hear something? From over here? And oh wow, she actually did hear something. I imagine like just this crackling inside of Bran's headset, where she's just calling from beneath, asking if he heard something, and indeed he did. A screecher is here. Let's go ahead, take that thing down, and we just did 85 damage to this thing. We're going to go ahead and dismember it. Yeah, we lopped the limbs off the screecher. What were you doing in here by yourself? Something is making noise. We're probably hearing the engine beneath us. It's alright, Rena, we have this for now. We're just looking for an angle. One that will work. And ideally, one that isn't going to get us killed. Move back now. Move back now. Okay, actually, hang on. I think we're in darkness here. We are in darkness. The question of whether or not this thing can see us remains to be seen. Now, if we were to use our little pew-pew laser from here, I would be afraid that the light that we emit from it would make us visible for a second. That's why I think in this instance we are going to use a firearm. We have our backup with us, so let's go ahead and store our Flammenschwert away and go see how we would be. Not likely to get a hit from this distance, even with precise aim. We're looking at an okay chance. The turret is hostile at this stage. Okay. It can't see us though. Yeah, it's hostile, but it can't see us. So if we have a look at creatures, yeah, I mean, obviously it's a hostile turret. We know that much. Okay, let's get to 100% steadiness. We steady our aim as best we can. The only other option for taking care of this thing would be trying to use our cloaking device and getting close enough and then using our electromagnetic field to shut it down. That's a bit of a risk. And weirdly enough, we didn't even hear that gunshot. But Rena asks, did we hear that? No, we didn't. But we're going to go ahead and see if we can take another shot. Okay, we dinged it. Let's keep that dinging up. Okay, grazing. Yeah. Come on. Okay. Okay, the armor is good enough that it's blocking most of the damage here, but there we go. A good hit and the turret is down. Now, Rena, we most certainly did hear that. Let's go ahead and just reload. Okay. Oh, we just do it one at a time, that's right. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and wield the Zweihander, yes again. And surprisingly enough, this machine is actually still intact. I'm actually really surprised about that. Let's go ahead and bypass security. View the research logs here. Dr. Hofstadter has manufactured an improvised version of PE-018 by combining with PE-012 outside the subject, then administering a mixture through a topical injection to a specific area of mutation. This has been denoted PE-019. Other labs have so far been unable to reproduce the process. Interesting. Let's download some map data. And I don't know if that's actually going to add anything to our overworld map, purely just because we already know quite a bit about this area, and we've got it from other parts within this lab. No, so it didn't reveal anything extra. That's why we need to find other labs. It's the best way to discover the world, and it's also the best way for us to get CBMs, and we know how much Bran loves to improve himself. Let's move through this shallow water. and feel good knowing that Rena is at least a little bit safer should she decide to wander on up the top here. But no doubt we made a little bit of noise. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a quick save in here before we start roaming out. Just with kind of recent crashes, I'm going to try and do that a little bit more often just so that we don't lose as much progress. Now, back out on the surface, we can see a shady zombie is here, and the remnants of this military vehicle, and a screecher. We'll go ahead and quickly take care of the two of them. Okay, 70 damage. 73. Okay, we're doing work. Come on, join the party. There we go. Alright, now there is a few others around here, but we're just going to go ahead and quickly dismember them. Dismember. Making sure that they are not going to come back. Okay. Now, I don't know if we can set up like auto dismemberment yet, but that might be something that we can look into. So coming over towards these vehicles here, let's see if there is any fuel left in them. No, I think we've absorbed them for all the fuel that they have. Let's continue to move on out. Most of this area is still going to be relatively free of the dead, just with some that are lingering. But we're going to be heading pretty much all the way back to where we were before, trying to explore some of those places. Now, we made it all the way across to this point here. You can see that we really didn't see that much, and that's because we were exploring during the night. You never really do catch all that much. But what we're going to try and do is cut through most of the place here, maybe trying to... That's a landfill. I want a library. There we go. Trying to head up that library here on the way out of town. We're going to maybe skirt around the outskirts of Peabody, potentially stopping by the electronics store and or the museum. Yeah, I imagine Bran being a man of what's the word I'm looking for? Well, there's a skeletal juggernaut, which is kind of distracting me a little bit. I mean, he likes the finer things in life. I could see him wanting to acquire some fine art, perhaps, or a sculpture even. Can you stop throwing that car at me? I'd really appreciate that. Oh, we got two. Oh, it's going to be a good old throwdown. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the ability to turn flames on yet. Oh, our kinetic shock absorbers were on the entire time. Well, that's good. Well, at least we can't be knocked back too much. Let's go ahead and turn those muscles on. I will need to remind myself as to what they are. H for hydraulic muscles. Okay, our muscles hiss with strength as we start to move towards this big boy. Let's go ahead and just drop or rather take off the rucksack. Just drop. Oh no, throw the rucksack? No. No. Oh, we are not wielding this Y-hander anymore. Well, somehow I completely screwed that up. Go ahead and wield it. Alright, that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, our encumbrance is looking good. We're going to go ahead and activate our armor. We are ready for this fight. Oh, we send the Juggernaut reeling backwards as our Y-hander connects with its jaw, sending it backwards with a critical hit for 74 damage. We send it reeling backwards again. It skids to the ground as Bran stands in the snow. As it whips around his feet, he swings his blade back again, hitting the Juggernaut. We have a brute who runs towards us from the side. We spin about, turning our blade onto him, cutting off one of his arms, and then finally removing its head. We spin back towards the Juggernaut. It is now stumbling. As we send it back once again, we wait, attacking again and again, and just look how much damage we're doing. This thing is still up. Juggernauts are tough suckers, but pushing it up against the car with one almighty scream, Bran leaps into the air, driving this Y-hander down through its chest plate into its center, killing the creature. Hell yeah, boy. That is how we do it. Let's go ahead and turn these muscles off. At this stage, we're going to be encountering juggernauts more often than not. They seem to be one of the common types that we are running into more, commonly. Oh dear, which is a little concerning. The good thing is that Bran has advanced. He's gotten better. However, he needs to stay ahead. He needs to, be on top of the change. Because the world is advancing, he must advance too. Now, unfortunately, we have lost a fair whack of power there. Let's see if we can turn on our Metabolic Interchange and get ourselves a bite to eat. Alright, crank you on. And let's see, can we eat any of this for energy? No, it does not seem that we can. The interchange is on, but nothing. Nope. What about you? Tainted bone? No energy. Actually, hang on. Are we getting energy from any of its clothing? I don't think we are. Can I eat the collar pin now that it's in my inventory? No. Maybe we can't eat anything that is filthy. Maybe that's been changed. I know there have been changes that have gone with the Metabolic Interchange, so I'll be intrigued to find that out. While we are here, we should investigate this vehicle and see... No, nothing. Nothing for us. No gas. I don't even know how much gas it will use each strike, but I think it must be like an overtime thing, right? But what we have to realize as well is that not only is it going to be fire, but it's also going to be electricity as well, because we still have that running through it. Yeah, it's all kinds of cool. I think I want to try and take the route up here towards the hardware store, so we'll go past this shady zombie. Go ahead and chop it down. Now, with those strikes, we are suffering from our torso being encumbered, but that's okay. It's workable. Let's go ahead, shady zombie, we are going to dismember you. And head on over towards this. There's a pregnant cockroach around. Yes, I can sell. We'll be fine. And there is some gasoline in here. Fantastic. So, let's go examine, and we want to siphon that gas. We're going to pour it into... straight into here. Okay, so do we want to try and use our flaming turn on? Yeah, I mean, like, okay, it's lit up. It's a flaming freaking sword. How much does it use? Like, is it being used at the moment, or is it as we slice this thing? Okay, it dies. We didn't see how much damage we did, but I imagine it was quite a bit. I mean, oh, okay, so it turned off then. So yeah, I wonder how that works. I wonder. Yeah. But we'll give it a proper test. We will give it a proper test, I promise. Stay moving. Carry on through this way here. We're just gonna stay a little bit further out while there aren't any enemies around. Oh, hello, you just reanimated. Well, howdy do. Let's go activate this. Turn on that sword. Very nice. Start fire, turn off. Okay, there we go. And this time, Mr. Z9, we're going to butcher you. Let's see, we could cut up the harness, get some Kevlar plates. Yeah, let's grab some Kevlar plates. And it looks like they are actually clean, weirdly enough. Nice. We're slaked at the moment. I was going to go over here and just drink this drink, but, I mean, I guess we could. There's no reason that we can't explore these houses, but I know for a fact that we are just going to get distracted if we do, so while I really want to, we're going to avoid them for now. We'll only stick to places that we know we kind of need to go into. Let's stay on the mold. On the mold, I was going to say, because there's an amoebic mold. Amoebic mold. We've got a community garden down here, and, oh, we got some friends. Nice. So, we've got a corrosive zombie, our favourite thing in the world. We just used our weather reader by accident. That's cool. We're going to go ahead and take a shot at it. Trying to blow this thing up sooner rather than later. Now, some of you might also notice that we don't have our solar backpack with us. I did make the conscious decision to leave that thing behind. There we go. Dead. Just as it should be. And, yeah, we're not going to turn things on unless we need them. And, wow, the mold looks really cool. Nice. I like the new graphic for it. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, we've got another friend. This big boy should be fine. Just go ahead and blow it up. Wait for a time, wait for that acid to start to disappear, and make sure that these things can never return to this world. Okay, same thing for you. Dismember, dismember. Now there is a bit of maybe food or something around here. Some low-grade meth. Well, there we go. Let's turn on our... Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm really dumb. So, Metabolic Interchange is what uses our hunger to power us. I meant to turn on the internal furnace. See, it's been a little while. I'm kind of dumb sometimes. Can I fuel myself with zombie stuff still? No, we can't. Now, I'm pretty sure it has to be frozen for us to be able to properly utilize it. So, yeah, there we go. But we can see here, we can eat these cargo pants. Fantastic. And there is some rotten jerky. We can burn that. Might as well, right? Let's go down over here, see if there's anything that's going to give us some goodness. Cargo pants are usually one of our main sources of fuel. Go ahead and eat up those cargo pants. And we've got some more pants that we can eat over there. Exactly what the healthy body needs. Oh, a kilt. Look how much that kilt is worth. Fantastic. Excellent. Best kilt I've ever had. Now, these look like scientist bodies. No? Kind of are, but kind of aren't. Let's eat more cargo pants. Just getting a little bit of energy at a time. Cargo pants and some more cargo pants. I think I ate something else other than cargo pants there for a second. Mildly concerning. Okay. Yeah, there aren't any IDs there. It was worth us having a quick check. So we're seeing a survivor zombie and a Rottweiler. Let's go up to this road here and just try and follow it pretty much straight across. There's an empty residence right in the middle of a street, which is kind of a little bizarre. Moving on out. Okay. Oh, we've got ourselves a Migo. Hell yes. Fun times. Oh, and we got ourselves a Feral Hunter. Let's spin about. Do a few shots here. And I think, yeah, our kinetic shock absorbers are still turned on. That's worth us remembering. And this is probably enough for us to turn on our combat armor. I don't think we're going to take our bag off. I think we've still got this. But we're going to go ahead and turn the sword on. And slash out, and you can see that we actually slashed both of them at the same time. We managed to slash the Feral Hunter, cutting it in half, and then hit the zombie brute at the same time. So good. And, yep, we are shouting something in German. I love it. I freaking love it. Let's start swimming. Swinging, rather. Oh, there we go, and we kill both of them at the same time. Oh, this thing. I freaking love it. Are the others going to come towards us? Oh, we hear, I'ma cut those fucking tentacles off, bitch. Yes, we do hear that. Coming from the Migo across the way. And the Migo is looking real nice. Let's go slice and dice. Oh, the Migo is nearly on the run. 69 damage, and then the Migo is dead. Let's go ahead and turn that off, and turn the combat armor off as well. It looks like we have a fair bit of time with the Flammenschwert. Okay, we are going to butcher everything, dismember them. Yeah, so we are finding some things that seem to be implanted in there, but realistically we don't have time to dissect every single corpse because it requires a lot. Yeah. What would be interesting is potentially having a CBM that can detect other CBMs. So you know how we have heat vision and stuff like that? Maybe CBMs give off like a very small electrical signal that we can pick up. And it could be a passive or it could be an active that slowly draws power over time, but you are able to detect different electrical fields. So yeah, you could tell that there is a CBM in something. Now it might be completely damaged, but still it'll be emitting some kind of electrical field that you might be able to detect. Potentially a cool idea. Alright, we've got some cash cards. Let's go ahead and take that. And the wrapped radiation badges, I believe that they belong to the zombies that we had over here. Yes, the hazmat zombies was the word I was looking for. We've got lots of turkeys running away from us at the moment. Turkeys and crows and all kinds of things. Let's see, where are we at the moment? Alright, we're on our way. There's an art gallery. Well, you know what I was saying, we might want to have a look at the art gallery. The art gallery and the library will go have a squiz at. And anything that does want to come and say hey along the way, we'll be more than happy to say hello to. Like that tough zombie, for example, who was actually kind of tough. I'm going to go ahead and turn our kinetic shock absorbers off because they're going to be slowing us down. And old friend here, I think I nearly activated something bad then, but no, we're okay. We don't want to shoot the turkey. Let's go instead for you. Yeah, let's play a game, corrosive zombie. We'll play the you try and hit me and I will hit you game. And we're getting better and better with handguns. You leave that turkey alone. Oh, I think we might potentially accidentally hit a turkey here. We're seeing a zombie night stalker before. The turkeys are off. We can see that there is a bit of mess around here, which I think has been created by the turkeys. Alright, alright. Oi, oi. Oh, okay, hello. There you are. That's enough, that's enough. Oh wow, good knockback. And we are bleeding. That's feral predators for you. They have a... Oh! Okay, let's stop playing around. We've got a zombie Hulk here now. Okay, let's go turn on our kinetic shock absorbers. We're going to go ahead and activate the armor. We're going to go ahead and activate the Flammenschwert. Turn it on. Flame on. This feral predator needs to die. First of all, we're going to turn on a repair nanobots so it starts stitching together that bloody wound that we have on our chest. Okay, that's a good slice. Alright, at this stage I'm feeling pretty good. We're going to go turn the repair nanobots back off. We're going to hold here for a second. We've got a few dead to fight. So let's go start slashing. We're not going to worry about the backpack, not yet. Okay, we are slammed against the pavement, but our shock absorbers absorb all that energy. Come on, here we go. You can see I'm just trying to attack the Hulk there, but we ended up attacking a whole heap of them. With that good old big swing that we have. Come on. Amazing aim from both of the spitter zombies there. I like it. Oh, hang on. Oh, the Flammenschwert's turned off. Turn that thing back on. There we go. Turn that thing off. Alright. I'm satisfied with that. A lot of zombie dogs. Got even more heading our way. Well, we'll go ahead and turn this snow red. Keep our armor on for now. Right. Oh, feral predator out of nowhere. Okay. Alright, we're starting to get some attention. Let's go turn on those repair nanobots again. Get that torso fixed up. You gotta love those nanobots. Alright, I wouldn't mind shooting Big Boy over there. We'll see if it's possible. It is. Let's back off. Alright, we'll let the game do its thing. Okay. Oh, did I just see one of them get back up? What? That's the survivor zombie. Just got back up to his feet. like just emerged from the snow. There could be a necromancer nearby. Well, let's go ahead and flame on. Slice and dice. There's a fair bit of noise going on at the moment. Screaming in German. Come on. Stand your ground, Bran. Stand your ground. Go ahead and bazap. I think he's just gonna blow up. There we go. Well, looks like the whole town is here. Another survivor zombie down. Okay. For real, who's making all that noise though? I can't see where you are. Oh, you're in here. Okay. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Screecher be gone too. Now, am I going to be able to actually cut you guys up here? Oh yeah, you're still here, so we can do that. Good. Alright, let's take a walk back outside. Anything that we need to turn off? Kinetic shock absorbers for now. And we'll go turn our armor back off. We've got a lot of bodies to cut up here. A lot. So let's go start dismembering. Now, the only other thing that I'm thinking, is there any way to auto-dismember? I don't know if that's a thing. Auto, pulp, or butcher. Hey, there we go. Prerequisite is an oh, hang on. Additional auto features. Yes. Auto mining. We'll turn that to false. Auto, pulp, or butcher. Pulp, a pulp adjacent, butcher. Auto butcher? Yeah, but what kind of butchering? I wonder. Stop butchering? Yes. What kind of butcher was it doing? Leave what's left for the scavengers? Okay. Oh! Okay. Oh! Like double ow. What's going on here? Huh? Why are you hitting me so easily? I think it's because we've just got no stamina left at all. Alright, let's go ahead and take a breather, take a moment, get those repair nanobots on to help. There we go. Oh, and look at that, we've got a friend. Fantastic. Well, I guess we're going to keep this all turned on. Except for that. Go ahead, click some internal buttons. Are we going to need our muscles for this? You know what? I think it's worthwhile. Let's muscle up. The shock absorbers are on. We're going to go ahead and drop our pack. Just drop beneath you. And that pack actually needs to be repaired. Ooh, sent reeling backwards. We do just the same. Let's go ahead and flame this thing on if we can. Yep. Burn them up. Run back towards it. Slashing again and again. Alright. Seems that the flame stays on for a little bit, but not too long. And we've still got a lot of friends coming our way. A whole heap of friends, in fact. And we've got a new friend down there. Who are you? Acidic acid support zombie. Well, that's swell. This zombie wears what appears to have been a soldier's uniform and armor. Now a series of cracked and melted plates have fused to its skin and thickened its hide. Its face and arms blister with strange mutated tubes that pulse and drip with acid. Lovely. I'm sure that's going to be a whole heap of fun to fight. Okay, our focus is super low and our muscles were still turned on, which is not superb. We're going to go ahead and turn the Metabolic Interchange on just so we can start to generate a little bit more power. Our bag is dropped on the ground, our armor is active. Let's go ahead and turn the sword on. Wait for the others to arrive. Yeah, so... Oh, it's quenched my precipitation. Of course, because it's snowing. So the snow is putting my flame out. I see. Well, the day is full of terrors, is it not? Now, with this many being around us, I'm still confident in our fighting style, as we should be able to attack more than one at a time. But I think I'm going to go ahead and activate our offensive-defensive system here. which is going to do damage to them and stun them as they try to attack us. And now, as we have this thing coming out towards us, we'll see if it does any additional damage. We sent it reeling backwards, and it has managed to get acid on the spot, but we're okay. I'm going to go turn that system off and just chill for a second or two. Turning our armor off for now. Well, this is one way for us to make an area a little bit more safe. So yeah, I'm not sure about the auto butcher feature. There might be, again, another way for us to change what that is. I'm not so certain. Yeah. Auto poop, auto butcher. Butcher corpses that you stand upon. And there's different values. Disabled, pulp adjacent, and butcher. Let's just go over this one here and see what happens. Okay, I want to read the full description of that. Okay, so it looks like we are doing a quick harvest here. So it is just it being torn apart. A few quick cuts to zombie's corpse. Okay, so I want to move over to here and just have a look. Yeah, a little bit too much time is passing there, so I don't think it is doing the shortest one. We'll go ahead and turn that off for now. Turn all of those off. Alright, now, you see, there's so many here, but we want to go butcher everything. For us to dismember all of those, it's going to take us 3 minutes. The quick butchery, I think, is what it was doing. 3 minutes is much better than 30 minutes. We hear an explosion nearby. Let's get some stamina back, eh? And our power is slowly regaining because of our Metabolic Interchange. I'm going to leave that on for a little while here. Let's see. Lots of tainted meat here. If some of that freezes, we might be able to do something with it. We're going to go ahead and dismember all of these corpses. Okay. We've spotted an acidic zombie, apparently. Make sure that you are definitely staying down. And we're just going to move through the rest here, making sure that all of them stay permanently dead. Dismembering as we go, and a acidic zombie is dangerously close. We are going to stop dismembering. And let's put this thing down. Just going to wait for that acid to go. Oh wow, look at that. All of them just arriving from the west. A new party. New friends. Well, here's the thing. We could be responsible, right? We could dismember every single one of these. Or we could just pick up our bag and go. We're going to pick up our bag and go. Now, we're not running from a fight, but I can see Bran just thinking, this is pointless. They'll keep coming, they won't stop, and I don't need them. No, you do not, my friend. So let's go leave them behind. We're actually going to start running. Funnily enough, not crawling. And just make our way away. And if others do find us, we will slow down and deal with them as we need to. Like, we've got a small number coming towards us now. I say small number, but it still looks like it's pretty decent. Okay. We've got a smoker that's found us. And it looks like quite a few others. We can't see in the smoke, which isn't helping, but what we can do, we should be able to see them through this. Let's see, what are we looking for? Not our night vision, but we've got infrared vision. Let's see, we can see 2 sources nearby us. So we'll go ahead and start striking out towards them. Come on. Okay, we are bleeding, but we're doing okay. That's the smoker gone. Let's back up again. Alright. We need to take some breaths here. We're crawling at this stage, so let's actually go back to walking. And we're going to go ahead and stop that bleeding. Turning that infrared vision off. Just take a second here. Turn the shock absorbers off. The interchange is still working. As long as we're peckish, as soon as we get to hungry, I'm going to go ahead and switch it off. And repair nanobots are off. Hello, friend. Want to come say hello? There we go. Okay. Where to now, my friend? Where to now? Well, I would love to go to that art gallery, among other things, but I think we're just going to have to avoid it and just keep on trying to find our way through the town as best we can, with the least amount of hassle as possible. Now, the best way to do it with the least amount of hassle would be to travel at night, but, you know, that's not always an option, and traveling during the day is nice as well. Looks like we've reached a bowling alley. We've got a few friends hanging out who seem to want to try and chase us down. Try, being that key phrase. Let's make our way through the alley. You know what? We're going to do a little bit of an alley brawl. We'll wait for them here. Come on then. Bring it if you wish. You coming too? Alright. We can do this all day. Are we done? Good. We're thirsty. Let's go have our canteen, but make sure that the furnace is turned off. We don't want to be eating our canteen. It's the last thing that we want. Okay. Now, something that I should have thought about. Like gardening stores and hardware stores, actually. Not a bad place for us to go. Because, hear me out here, I think that we can find some goods to power ourselves. Let's climb over that, or not. Come on in. Yep, it's your turn. Everybody gets a go. Yeah, so hardware stores can have materials that we need, and great. That's exactly what I wanted. A whole heap of noise. It doesn't look too promising. I was hoping that they might have some fertilizer, because fertilizer, as we know, gives us a lot of power. We might be able to get some power from eating some of these things here. I actually don't know what we can eat, what we can't. We'll go activate the furnace for now. Turn off the interchange. Otherwise, we're going to get a little too hungry. And we can actually eat a circular saw. So let's go ahead and munch that thing down. Now, how does it work exactly, you might ask? I don't know. No, rather I think that it's not so much as us putting it in our mouth, but we have like a compartment in which we can place something and it just starts to get melted by our white hot core. Yeah, that's how I imagine that working. We're going to eat the spray can. We're not going to eat the spray can. What about the cooker? We're not going to eat the smoker. Okay, what about you? You are fungicide, which that's kind of useful, but we're not going to worry about that for now. You know what we are going to worry about? We're going to worry about that thread. We need to make ourselves a basic wooden needle, something that I pretty much almost always forget to bring with us. Any kind of way for us to repair our things, because usually I'm of the mindset that I'm Bran, I don't need to repair anything. I feel like that was a good impersonation. We go ahead and cut up these into splinters. We should be able to make ourselves a wooden needle without too much hassle. So, there we go, with the wooden needle. We're going to see if we can reload that. Is that brute coming for us? Nah, he doesn't care about us, not yet. Okay, so I wondered, like, if we were crouching, like, would we be hidden behind this? I'm intrigued. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. But we have our wood needle, which isn't going to take up much space at all. Should be under tools. Did we actually make that or not? No, we chucked it on the side there. We're going to go ahead and grab that wooden needle, and we're going to reload it with some thread. We're going to activate it, and we're going to heal the harness and the rucksack if possible. Now, it's going to ask us, I think, for... yeah, they're going to want materials. What kind of materials do you want? Cotton and leather. Okay. Cotton and leather. So rags should be able to do the trick here. Rags should be easy enough to come by. Oh wow, we've still got a lot of friends out here, don't we? Yeah. Too many friends. Wow, yes, definitely too many friends. Well, I'd rather face them inside if possible, so... Oh, or we could face them here. We'll just open this door, let them walk in. Oh, yes, that's right, you can knock me back, can't you? Oof, oof. We'll take the oofs, and here they come. We will hold our position here. We're going to drop the rucksack to the ground. We might as well go ahead and activate our armor for this one. Activate. Okay. Here we go. Wait for them to arrive, or just go out and attack them. Some of the others actually don't seem to care about us at all, so I guess they're not all coming at once. That's also okay. Am I going to be able to use their stuff here? I don't think we can use rags if they are filthy. There probably is a rule to that. We'll just go ahead and cut up the cargo shorts for now. We've salvaged 3 rags. Let's see if that's possible. Use the wooden needle. Repair the survivor rucksack. Yep, it is not possible. So, could be that we need leather as well. So we'll cut it up. We'll get a leather patch. Let's see if we can do it again. Repair. No. No siree. So we need proper stuff. So we're going to need to go into a house. There is a house just to the south of us. There is actually a proper kit there. We could just smash the window to get in, and... yeah. Probably the best thing for us to do. That or go to the other house. Let's just go there. We'll go clear the glass. We don't want to cut ourselves making our way through here. Let's see. We've got a flyer. That's cool. Okay. And a basement. Well, I guess we could go down there for now. Give us a chance to work on some things. Oh, hello, friend. Fancy seeing you here. This would be like... this is literally like a player's nightmare. Like, going down the stairs and then all of a sudden, boom, surprise, Skull's Juggernaut. For us, we're like, yeah, no, it's cool, it's cool. And now don't worry, I know that we have left our bag behind. Promise, I'm not going to forget about it. I know that's a classic saying, but I'm not going to forget about it, I promise. We're going to go ahead and turn on our kinetic shock absorbers. We're not going to worry about the strength, but what we are going to worry about is turning that on and going flame on. We light up our sword in the stairwell. This huge creature standing over the top of us. We see our suit power online. CBRN defense system active. RivTech Model 13, RivOS version 2.19 online. Acoustic dampening system active. Thermal regulation system active. Vision enhancement system active. Electro-reactive armor system active. With our flaming Zweihander in hand, we're going to go ahead and roll off towards the side to get off the stairs, but as we do, we're thrown up against the wall. Our kinetic shock absorbers activate, absorbing the impact. As we run back towards this thing, we lash out towards it, barely doing any damage, unable to connect. But we shock it and we burn it. Flames start to lick up the side as electricity crackles in the air. Bring the blade back down again, sending him reeling, rolling back off the stairs and towards a bookcase, shattering it partly. It lunges towards us, but we dodge to the side as we bring our Zweihander in an overhead attack. It catches the blade in its hand. We draw it back out, dealing a little bit more damage. Dodging to the side, we slash again, screaming in German. Something probably about sending him back to hell. We slash again and again, trying to find some kind of purchase here. Unable to get the critical hits that we need. The armor protecting its juicy center. We're sent flying backwards. Not taking any damage, we run back. Slashing again and again. Now the reason we're not doing too much damage here is that we don't have our muscles activated. We'll go ahead and activate them and see how we do after that. We just turned our optical dampeners on for a second. That was a great idea. I mean, I'm all about handicaps, but I feel like that's maybe a little bit too much. And there we go. We send him reeling backwards at almighty speed. Our strength, just so you realize, our strength increases from 11 up to 30 when we use that CBM. Yeah, that's a lot. That's why even through all that bony outer shell, we still do so much damage. Our muscles grow silent. Our armor powers back down. We'll leave our blade lit for now, as we explore the rest of this floor. Let's extinguish it now, though. It's turned off, as our eyes flicker and our implanted night vision starts to activate. Let's dismember this corpse. Let's go over and make sure that these ones don't come back either. I gotta think that the skeletal juggernaut grew tired of being down here and decided to smash them all to pieces. Let's have a breather. We deserve one. Okay, what do we have down here? This is kind of like a survivor basement, so there's a chance that we can find some okay good things. Well, there's material, which is good. We can fix part of our harness for now. Oh, there's a fedora. Amazing. What do we have over here? Salt water? Okay, we'll quickly go ahead and just pry open these crates. Right. Smash you to get through. We try to pry but cannot. Pry again. It's a closed wooden door. We could take the hammer. It has a little bit of prying capability, but I think the one prying is what our tool does. So we need a prying of 2, I think, to open doors and windows and stuff like that, so that's why we won't be able to do that, but we can use those improvised lockpicks we have with us to pick doors, should we need to. Actually, does the entrenching tool have any kind of prying? No, it doesn't. Well, I guess, in my mind, you could kind of like knock it in there and then pry with it, but it's not designed for that, so I can also understand that. Right, so one thing at a time, Rycon. Let's focus on getting things repaired. So we have access to the potential large amount of rags here. I just want to go ahead and shift that onto the ground. So we want to go and get rid of this filter, move it on the ground, and just go ahead and cut this thing up. We get 1 rag. Amazing. Now we can get many more rags by just deconstructing this furniture. However, I think it's actually getting us blankets now. We heard smash. Ignore the smash. What do we have here? A mattress. That's new. Cool. And it makes sense. Cool. We get 60 rags. 4 sheets. Brilliant. We cannot see to craft. Well, I beg to differ. Let's turn off our night vision and turn on our little headlight. Our cranial flashlight ignites, and we start to butcher the mattress. We hear a huge explosion, which we ignore. I'm a little concerned about our backpack up the top there. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and see if we can actually use the wooden needle to repair some things. And yes, we can. We have a... Alright, let's just go repeat until reinforced. Ignore the explosions. And we're on our way from misery to happiness today. We can see that most of it's repaired now at this stage, and we have run out of charges. Okay, it's not the end of the world. What we can do is spend some time with one of these rags, just taking it apart. So we want to just we just want to do one of them though, so we'll just go pick up 1 rag, and we want to disassemble it. Rag, color living, it's going to be another, no, it's going to be, and there it is. Fantastic, disassemble that. Get me some thread, please. We're going to spend an hour doing that, painstakingly pulling thread after thread from this thing. Yep, that's what we do. And we will reload the wooden needle. Fantastic. We've got so much thread and stuff at home. Like, so much. But, you know, it's okay. These are field repairs. And we're going to go see if we can reinforce this thing. Repeat until reinforced. You can do it, Bran. I believe in you. With your little wooden needle in hand, see if you can do this. I said I believe in you. Come on. Don't let me down. There's people watching. Okay, I've stopped believing in you. I didn't actually even check to see what the chances of a success were. They probably weren't super high. Alright, we should have probably brought the backpack down here. That's going to be the final thing that we do today. Let's go back up to the surface, grab our backpack, and come back down here. Although, with all the explosions that are going on upstairs, I mean, sure, that things are going very, very well, right? Let's turn on our night vision, because we're hearing all kinds of sound around us here. Oh, it's just you. Sup, buddy? 101 damage. And we weren't even trying. Sucks to be you, bud. We cleave the flesh into pieces. We step outside. Let's go grab that backpack. And we'll grab everything else that's on the ground there as well. That, which we're going to wear first of all, so that we can grab the other things. Looks like there's a few friends in there. That. I'm not going to worry about heaps of Kevlar. We're just going to bugger off for now. There's more chances of getting thread from here, so I'm just going to take that long string. It's much faster for us to take that apart. Oh, hello, who's that? A grabber. Yeah, don't worry. We're still crawling around. I do actually realize that. I'm trying to be stealthy. I know it isn't actually working all that well, but I'm trying, you know? Alright, so let's sit here for now. We're going to go see if we can repair this thing, turning that back off, turning the cranial flashlight back on, activating the wood needle, which is going to need a reload actually, because there's barely any thread left in it. So it's a good thing that we did bring down that long string. We're going to go disassemble that into small strings, and then from small strings into many other things. Small string, disassemble you into thread. Thank you. Reload that sucker. Okay. We are going to see if we can repair this. We will go until fully repaired, and then I'll see what the percentage chance is for us to succeed at reinforcing it. Okay, so yeah, we can see that the success chance is pretty low. Yeah, it doesn't even take the tool into account. It's just our tailoring skill. It's just saying, yeah, no, probably not. And we don't have a huge amount of time to just sit around trying to reinforce that thing, but for now, at the very least, it is a little bit more protected than it was before. We have made it so far in today's episode, like literally just from here to there. That just goes to show you that traveling on foot in the megacity, it takes a while. Yeah. I think what we'll probably start doing in the future is, unless there's something specific that we desperately want to see along the way, there are some places that we're going to need to go to now to pick up materials so that we can actually recharge our energy. But what we're probably going to try and do is march through a town, march as in like run through, draw as many out as possible, and then take care of them on the outskirts of town. Because the more fighting that we do in town, the more that we draw to us. And it's just going to get exponentially worse, because usually when you're in a town, it's like, cool, we're going to draw all the zombies from the town. Except this is the town. And now, yeah, they're not going to come from miles and miles and miles away, but you can see that there's a lot of potential there for destruction. And while Bran can stand up to a lot, eventually, you know, he's not immortal. He might think that he is, but he's not immortal. Yeah. Our plan in the next will be to continue on towards Peabody and to make it up towards here. I did want to go to the art gallery. I do want to go to the library. There is a museum in Peabody that we might be able to go to, but I'm thinking it's just going to be better if we stick on the outskirts of town, exploring around these places, and probably more than likely doing this at night time. We do function pretty well at night. During the day, we're just going to bring everyone from everywhere, and it's just going to be messy. It's going to be big time messy. Yeah, I can't see anything else around here specifically that would want to try and stop our fat, but yeah, we're making it. Slowly but surely we are making it. Just hanging out in this little house for now. We still got a ways to go. But thank you for joining myself and Bran Owen once again. Please do join us next week. Apologies that there has been only one episode this week. I did have a little bit of an issue getting Cataclysm running this week. For some reason, the update was all kinds of strange. So yes, there was that. But for now, I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. And to wrap up today's episode, we have 3 pieces of art from Silent Chronicler. First of all, we see our man Bran Owen hanging out with Rena. This is a ways back when they spent some time in a mall. Rena was still coming to know exactly who and what Bran is. Surviving in a world that had changed much, where she had stayed much the same. However, that would not last for long. Our second piece of art features Rena again, but after some changes, her chitinous exoskeleton fitted over her skin. Some of the changes that happen when you are around Bran. And finally, we have another look at Bran and Rena, in fact, in their lab home, with a good old fridge in place. It's always interesting to see those tiny sprites brought to life, and so Silent Chronicler, thank you very much for your art. If you have art of your own to submit, please do join us on the Discord. Alternatively, flick it to me on Facebook and or Twitter. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. If you don't know it already, you can pick up the very first piece of Rycon Roleplays merchandise featuring Leonidas Aventus, the Dragonborn himself. There will be more items added to the store in the coming months, all available at ryconroleplays.com/store. And finally, I'd like to extend a great big thank you to the patrons who continue to make this content possible.